comments on the game, then we'll get questions.
Huntington's pretty good, aren't they? They're as advertised. We played them once, and we played different defenses, and we just thought coming down here, settling into this building, that our best chance was to get in that matchup zone. And I know they shot the three ball well outside, but I think down here that's your best chance. And I'm proud of my players for getting us here. And I told them in the team room here a minute ago that once this wears off, they'll figure out the job they did to get us here. And I just a credit to my kids, all of the ups and downs and adversity they fought through this year. But I remind them there's a lot of people sitting up in those stands that would trade places with you right now to get a chance on this floor. So with that, I'm proud of my kids and their effort, and looking forward to seeing all of them back.
Yeah. Question.
JD, just describe just the excitement of, I mean, you guys got down here, and at the beginning of the year we thought, Mace's out, you got a lot of young kids. Just describe the excitement of having all the experience back next year. What does that mean to you? Just talk a little bit about where you guys are going to be at the beginning of next year as compared to being at this year.
Well, just to back up, maybe a step back a little bit. Remember last year, I lost 4 seniors, and 3 of them were 4-year starters. And then Macy's injury, so essentially we lost 4 starters. And so we were kind of uphill from the beginning. Finley returned, and she's a good one, all right? She's a good one. And she's our undisputed leader. But moving forward, I'm excited to see all these kids back. The opportunity to get them on a regional floor was tremendous for them. I think you need to look at the start of postseason when we were able to eliminate South Charleston in the elimination game, or we're not sitting here having this conversation right now. So they worked through that. Of course, then we went over to Capitol and saw Coach Cunningham, another team that's down here, very well deserving. And, then for these kids to go on the road and down in that environment, I mean, that gym was full. There wasn't a place to sit. And so to put them on that floor in that environment I'm driving down the road and I'm looking at Twitter, and I wish Chris was in here, but the pick'em was like 89-11, and me and my wife are 2 of the people voting for GW. So to get them down there in that environment, and I was going to say this is a big step for us, and then these kids sitting right here took it up another level and bought a regional plaque home. So I'm proud of them for that. And then moving forward, this does nothing. This is house money out here tonight, man, to get these kids on this floor and this experience. We came to compete, didn't go our way in the end, but to get them here, we're still good. We're looking forward to the off season and moving into the summer, the 3-week, and then the fall period, and being right back at it and having all these kids back. I mean, it's exciting for me. I mean, they probably think I'm over here talking like a crazy man right now after that loss, but that's where I'm at with this squad. I'm excited for the future.
And for the players too, I mean, for you guys, how awesome is it to have this experience going forward and have this under your belt and help you accomplish the goals down the road?
I think we were all just really lucky to be here. Like, it's with such a young team and getting through, sectionals and then regionals on the road. Like, all of us are just really excited that we got the experience to play on the floor.
For any of you guys too?
I just think that being down here is something that none of us expected to even happen, and I think experiencing this motivates us for next year and what we need to expect to be able to make it back down here.
Jamie, how difficult is it trying to just match up bodies and rebound with them? I mean, they obviously do a lot of things well, but it seems like they attack the glass.
They do.
Every ball that comes off the rim, there's a body or two.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I'm sorry, it's tough. They, they have great athletes, and Deanna, congratulate on her for the Gatorade Player of the Year, very well deserving, and and then the tremendous size that they have inside, along with putting those athletes around her, and it's difficult. I mean, the girl is the biggest body on the floor, and we're having trouble locating her and getting her out of there. But a credit to her. I mean, she's solid at what she does down there, physical play, and it's all clean down there. Every bit of it's clean. They're just a little bigger, a little stronger, and a little faster right now, but that's okay too, because we're going to work on that moving forward as well. In our plan for the future. But we tried to run some things early, and it's hard to run structured sets against them because they're a step quick to the ball. We dealt down to we spread the floor and just to try to attack lanes and try to get to the rim. I thought that was the best chance that we had, and I just told the kids, at halftime that I'm not worried about the score right now. I'm looking at effort and character. We're not going to come down here on this stage and look like we're folding it up. That's not how we roll. That's not happening. So credit to them. I thought that they played hard for me and they gave me everything they could. And Huntington, like I said, is Huntington. They've been number one for a reason all year. He's solid. It's tough to match his bodies. We just can't match man for man with them.
Alera, Jamie just said earlier, you were replacing 4 starters. You guys, it was kind of like, where was the goal for this year coming in? How's it different next year? You have 5 starters back. I mean, you guys, if Macy comes back healthy, you guys have your starting 5. Knowing that there's a goal, a definite goal to shoot for this summer, how does it make it easier to prepare for next year?
Well, I think it's just we got the experience this year, and with everybody coming back, we know what we have to prepare for. We know who we have to beat, so it will be a lot easier because we know how hard we'd have to work being young.
Are they pretty much the most aggressive team that you see? And obviously, they're quick and talented, but they're very aggressive as well.
They are. And if I was coaching his seat, I'd coach them the same way. I'd say sick them, But we've seen some strong teams. You play Boyd County, Kentucky twice. We scheduled East twice. We scheduled Beckley twice. We scheduled Morgantown once. But of the group, they are very aggressive defensively, and they do it in a clean way. They're just, there's hands in around every basketball. There's hands in every passing lane, and all they need is a deflection, and then it's going down. It's going the other way. So, but like I said, yeah, they're probably the most defensive, aggressive team that we faced this year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any further questions? All right, thank you all very much.
Thank you for the season, guys. Appreciate it.
Take it up.
What?
Your drink.
Your drink.
Your Zoom.
Yeah, I'm glad they got that. What is it called?
It'll just melt.
My throat's a little dry. I've been saying to the mic.
Did you say you can't cut it out if I stutter?
Oh, you saying old man's supposed to get up there.
This is too much.
You're not that old. Oh.
You're not that old.
5 times over.
I'm trying to get my cough out.
5. It's about more than that. I was saying.
Hey, members of the media, we have Huntington High School head coach Lonnie Lucas, players Deanna Gray, Imani Hickman, and Jada Turner. Lonnie, a few comments on the game, then we'll get questions.
Well, we just went out there and played, and the girls played well, and we knocked down some big shots, and we probably didn't run as fast as I like to get up and down the court, but we felt pretty comfortable. I think they did in the set that George Washington gave us, so we had to slow it down just a little bit. We'd rather been running, but we take whatever we get.
Questions?
Jada, you played really well. You feel comfortable out there?
Yeah, I was nervous at first, but after a couple minutes, I got past it.
Well, she did good on the first question.
Yeah, she did good. She at least answered it.
Lonnie, 49-23 on the rebounding. Why were you so successful there? I mean, it seemed like every ball that came off the rim, you had a couple players in position.
Well, now, that was a little misleading, but we got 2 or 3 times there on offense. We got 3 or 4 rebounds, even though we needed them. We got the rebounds on missed shots, but we did dominate the boards, and that's kind of what we do most of the time. I don't think we've ever gotten out rebounded this year.
Question for the players. Obviously, you guys rolling now in the semifinals. You guys are going to rather play Capital or Cabell Midland. Obviously, a big rivalry with Cabell Midland there. How much does it help that you guys have played them multiple times throughout the season, where you guys are going to obviously have a big matchup for the semifinals there?
Okay, they make me go first. Being able to know their style of play and understanding each individual, like coming out to state tournament, you never know who you're going to come out playing. And say we would play a Willing Park, we've yet to see them this year, so it'll be a little different personnel and understanding the players are matching up with. So playing Midland, how many times? 3 times this year? Yeah, this would be our 4th time playing them if they are to beat Capital. We know how we're going to come out and play, and they pretty much know how we're going to come out and play, so it's more of execute each possession. You have anything to say?
Basically just play as a team and just work hard together.
I actually think it doesn't help because it's hard to beat a team over and over and over and over.
Agreed. Yeah.
For any of the girls, how do you guys play defense so well without fouling? I mean, you only have 10 fouls in this game, which there's 2 or 3 every quarter, not very many. You didn't put them at the line, so kind of tell me a little bit about the defensive mentality and how you are able to kind of balance that being aggressive but not getting into foul trouble.
I would say we're pretty athletic, so most teams we play, we are either more athletic and we're quicker on our feet, so we're less likely to use our hands. Yeah, we focus on that a lot in practice, so being able to match up defensively is really important to us. So.
And also, like, working together and talking on defense, it helps a lot.
And the refs did let us play a little, so so that came in our favor a little bit. I mean, they were letting them foul us too, so it was equal, but they let us play a little tonight.
Do you feel good about the fact that you guys can win by 40 points when you shoot 3 for 18?
Yeah, I mean, I know I need to step up when I need to, and tonight I obviously didn't need to. My teammates did it themselves, so.
And still, you had, 9 assists and a bunch of rebounds and 6 steals. You still contributed in a lot of other ways.
Yeah, points never really been important to me, so I know I can trust in my teammates to finish the ball just as well as I can. So looking for them is just as important as me putting the ball through the hole.
Any further questions? All right. Thank you very much. Wonderful job, girls.
Thanks.
Can you take this?
I cannot get out. Stiff.